We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium.
But tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here's Pollard again. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
That's good for the Cowboys. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
In motion left goes Cooks. A first down throw for Prescott. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Cowboys hit 6-5 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Geno.
That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Geno now to throw.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Throwing now is Geno. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Geno's going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Play action now, Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
All tied up, 6-6, our score after 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown.
Rico Dowdle, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Smith now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Smith here, an audible at the line.
Now Gino on 1st down.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Smith throwing again.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Anthony Schwartz, 28 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it's second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On play action, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd and 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
47. Kill.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Very far off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And Prescott, he's going to change things up here. They'll run with Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second down, it's Pollard. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This is caught. It's close. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Pollard is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Motion man is Schwartz. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Geno now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
They'll try and run it here. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Motion man is Schwartz.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now they're in the hurry up.
No ball, no ball.
The 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw, Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. That's caught. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Well,
it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And this one a 41-yard attempt. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Straight ahead, Walker. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now maybe a free play here for Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Play action. It's Smith. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really? By the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. In motion right, that's Metcalf.
They snap it to Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Boyan Mafe.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here's Smith.
This is Fant on the short completion. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Smith's going to throw it.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked.
Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Dak.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Now Prescott. Complete. Pollard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Prescott.
Hard throw, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Throwing now, Smith. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's 1st down. Now Dak.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Go, get out there, get out there.
To throw, Prescott. Oh, and that's That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Seahawks, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.